Good morning, Wall Street winners. It is Thursday, July the 3rd, and there are some major headlines this morning and market narratives that have potential to move the markets. The first is this big, beautiful bill is near passage in the U.S. House of Congress. And if that passes today, which they're hoping to do before July 4th, which is obviously tomorrow, the Independence Day holiday, that will signify a fairly big celebration on Independence Day because it's one of the biggest bills in history to ever pass. Not that it's a good bill, but it just has been pushed through quickly. Secondly, 8:30 this morning, in just about 7 minutes, we've got the U.S. jobs report for June coming out, and there's some anticipation that the job numbers will be weaker than expected. The benefit of that is that it may allow the Fed to justify a rate decrease. Now, that in conjunction with what we're going to find out in about a week's time on July 9th or 10th around tariff decisions and trade deals that have already been negotiated prior to that. So the announcement of trade deals in the next week is going to be fairly significant. And if it is significant, it could provide some calm to the overall market and allow it to continue on this bit of a bull run. So they're hoping, I think, for a bit of a jobs pullback today to allow for a rate cut or a rate decrease, which is really what Trump is pushing for with Jerome Powell, who he has been less than professional with in terms of how he refers to him, because he's been doing a phenomenal job for the country and the global economy, and Trump is not willing to acknowledge that because he's not doing what Trump wants done. And then there's Howard Lutnick, who is the ultimate salesperson, kind of a used car salesperson in the White House, who is the Commerce Secretary, and he is driving the trade deals and the trade negotiations. So that's the other narrative here going on between the U.S. and all of these different trading partners. So I think we could, depending on what the job numbers say today, have a pretty bullish continuation, but I would expect that next week we're going to see a pullback. So we're seeing a run up into Independence Day, but I would anticipate a pullback next week. Good luck in your trades. Be risk averse and with your capital. And if you like the videos, please hit the like and subscribe button.